Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum assalam. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Peace to the gods and earths. Peace to the 5%ers. Peace to the Father, Allah, the founder of Allah's School Mecca, assisted by the mayor of New York at the time, Mayor Lindsay, assisted by other 5%ers such as Barry Gautier, Little White. Look at the top. I got the Mother Tenet of Muhammad chat. I have the Mother Tenet of Muhammad chat. I am Alphonse DEPRIEST NORIEGO. I am not Alphonse DEPRIEST NORIEGO. I am Alphonse DEPRIEST NORIEGO. NORIEGO 3. Roman numeral 3. Roman numeral 3. At the vital statistics in Washington State, Northern Washington State, my birth certificate in United States, Northern Washington State, is vital statistics, Olympia, Washington. Where's the weed at? I have the trees. My parents paid a surrogate mother. My mother's name on the birth certificate. My mother's name is Annette Christine Ramsey from Jamaica Island. 1975. June 9th, 1975, June 9th, 1975, year of the bunny. Zoe Lashay Walker is my daughter. My daughter is being molested. My parents, my mother, my sister Anisha Corey Noriega MAIDEN falsified in Jamaica my death and told them I was dead to assume my inheritance. My inheritance in the island of Jamaica, Montego Bay City. My sister Anisha Corey Noriega MAIDEN falsified my death to assume my inheritance. And since then, she has murdered my daughter. She has paid multiple people to murder my daughter, THIQQR, DEPRIEST. Her name is DEPRIEST Lashay Noriega. New name, Ware. DEPRIEST Lashay Noriega Ware. DEPRIEST Lashay Noriega Ware was murdered Halloween night, 2014, by Mario Earl's daughter in person, who fired the trigger. Mario Earl was present, video recording. The video recordings of the murder are shares in stocks for different businesses such as Chase Bank, 7-Eleven, every Chase Bank, every 7-Eleven, every JP Morgan, every Washington State Mutual Bank, every Washington State Mutual Bank. Those shares or stocks, those JP Morgan stocks, are only video shares. Those 7-Elevens and AMPMs, they're not run by Indians. They're run by Indians, but they're owned by Jamaica Island. They murdered my daughter, DEPRIEST Lashay Noriego, where Halloween night 2014 in Yakima County, Washington, for the inheritance of all of those businesses. I am the oldest inheritor. My mother is Annette Christine Ramsey. The Ramsey family owns most of all of the businesses in secret, owned by Yaqub from the book Message to the Black Man in America by Elijah Muhammad. Secretly a black family, a biological family with a oldest son named Yaqub, a oldest grandson named Yaqub, a oldest great-grandson named Yaqub. For thousands of years, secretly they have hidden away on the island of JAMAICA, Yaqub from Mecca, exiled from Mecca by the king of Arabia in the year 8421. The king of Arabia recognized Yaqub and his clan called the 100% in that year, and they exiled them from the holy city Mecca in Arabia to the island of Patmos called Pelon. Pelon, also called Patmos, situated by the Aegean Sea in the book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 9. Please rescue my daughter. I have to go to Jamaica. I'm homeless right now. I am in Utah. I'm in Utah Lake City. I'm homeless. I don't have enough money to get my birth certificate. If I get my passport, all I need is my passport, and I can go to Jamaica and tell them I'm not dead. My sister, Anisha Correa Noriega Madden, reported me dead. My brother, my foster brother, Raymond Halbert Noriega, he's white, Caucasian. He has a girlfriend named Lisa Ray. He has a girlfriend named Rayla. He has a girlfriend named Rayla who's from Samoa. They reported me dead, all three of them. They reported me dead in Jamaica, 2005 year, while I was in prison, kidnapped for the murder of my child's mother, DEPRIEST Lashay Noriega Ware. Siobhan Jackson, who I murdered, she faked her death. She works at Hollandale Beach, Florida, Walmart, since the year 2015 of the holy month of Ramadan. Siobhan Jackson faked her death. She has the same face, no nose on her face. You will see her today. The police are covering it up. She works there today since 2015, the month of May, Ramadan, the holy month of Ramadan. My phone number is 501. My phone number is 501. What's the rest of it? 927-7639. Hold on. Let me see if I can find my phone number. That might not be correct. Hold on. I think my phone number is 501-927-7639. Let me look. Let me be certain. Stone Stephen, I want you to go get my daughter. Stone Stephen, my student from Shaolin Temple Kung Fu, my student from Hijra Sabi Kung Fu. Stone Stephen in White Center, Seattle, Washington. I want you to rescue my daughter from Tay-Tay. She works at Popeye's Chicken in White Center, right by the Southwest Athletic Club, where I scored the fastest quarterback sack. I scored the fastest quarterback sack in football history. I scored the fastest quarterback sack in football history against Corey Dillon. Corey Dillon of Franklin High School, of New England Patriots, of Super Bowl winning Corey Dillon, who has every running back rushing yard, every running back rushing touchdown record in high school football history all over the world. Corey Dillon, 1993. He was paid $3 million by my family. My mother, Annette Christine Ramsey, paid him, Corey Dillon, to never publish his video recordings of his high school games. Especially, they paid him not to published the high school games of his senior year, where I scored the fastest quarterback sack in football history against his team. Franklin High School. Corey Dillon played for Franklin High School, 1993. I played for Rainier Beach. My name was Alphonse DEPRIEST Noriego 3. My shirt said 48. You saw 48 laws of power was only used because they saw a quarterback sack at the speed of light. 1,886,000 miles. Pardon me. Astaghfirullah, pardon me. Pardon me, God. 186,000 miles per second. Rainier Beach High School versus Corey Dillon High School. Rainier Beach High School versus Franklin High School, 1993. Number 48. Number 48, A.D. Noriega, 3. Rescue my daughter, Stone Stephen. Tay-Tay, who works at Popeye's Chicken, video records molesting my daughter, Vicar, Zoe Lashay Walker. There are two light-skinned sisters. There are two dark-skinned sisters who impersonate my daughter, who attend different schools to pretend they're my daughter, so that Child Protective Custody agents won't catch on to what is taking place. I will give you $3 million within. I will give you $3 million within 3 months. I'll put that on Hijra Wasabi. Wallahi. Mashallah. No inshallah. I'll put that on Mother Tanat Muhammad. Mother Tanat Muhammad faked her death. She's interfacing. She's interfacing through microchips inside the brain. The cerebral microchip inside the brain is the problem, and they are manufactured by 5-year-olds in the island of Jamaica. Every person in the world has a microchip, remote control microchip inside of their brain. If you try to falsify this and continue falsifying this, this will be used. This will be used to make video shares, video recordings, Dow Jones stocks. If you continue to do this, putting microchips inside, putting cerebral microchip interface devices undetectable inside of people's brains, in a tract in between the pituitary gland and the pineal gland. If you continue doing this, this will be the cause of all the child molestation videos. The child molestation videos are recorded by people, recorded against people. 7 out of 10 abortions, 7 out of 10 abortions for the last 100 years are falsified. Those are children such as myself, falsified, aborted, then sold to a different family, who facilitates video recording, molestation of a child, beating of a child for years, abuse in a jail, a juvenile hall. These video recordings are shares of Dow Jones for Walmart. Video recordings of a child were a falsified disease recordings of leukemia for children. There's no such thing as leukemia. I cured nephrotic kidney syndrome. Tay-Tay is video recording. Tay-Tay, the daughter of Tina Ray. Stone Stephen, get my daughter, rescue my daughter. I'll give you $3 million. The police are covering this up. You see where it says child molestation? Can you see where it says child molestation? Conspiracy to commit child molestation. This is a video recording on YouTube. A conspiracy to commit child molestation against THIQQR, Zoe Lashay Walker. To provoke myself to be confined. If I go to Jamaica and tell them I am not dead, and tell them I'm not dead, I inherit all of the shares of Jamaica Island's businesses. Literally, if I go to Jamaica now and tell them I am not dead, ALPHONSE, DEPRIEST, NORIEGO 3. Change my name to Nabi Noor, Muslim Hasib. If I go to Jamaica now and tell them I'm not dead, I inherit every business Jamaica owns right now. Every 7-Eleven all over the world, every AM, PM article all over the world with fake Indians, literal witches, Wicca witches, wicked witches, devils. 85% of the island of Jamaica is secretly Yaqub Island's devils. Black Island of devils in secret. His biological family always had an oldest. They always had an oldest grandson named Yaqub, and that island secretly hid on the island of Yaqub from Mecca. Jaqub from Mecca, Mecca. Exiled from Mecca, Arabia, Yaqub. Mecca. That's why they call it Jamaica. Go rescue my daughter right now. This lawsuit is a published Facebook with multiple murders. Multiple murders were solved in the book titled The Ashar 10 Physical Stages of the Law. To show and prove my daughter is kidnapped by Tina Ray, who attended Wing Luke Elementary School in 1984, 85, and 80, in West Seattle, Beacon Hill neighborhood. Tina Ray. They kidnapped my daughter. Mario Earl has my daughter kidnapped. He's paying them. Mario Earl pays to hide my daughter, THIQQR, Zoe Lashay Walker, and keep her video molested. Willie Earl, Mario Earl, they're witches. They watched video recordings of Ezra in Seattle, Washington, who was their friend, with a falsified family and a falsified diagnosis of some disease, of a kidney disease. They watched video recordings as children and enjoyed watching the suffering of children. Those two children, Mario Earl and Willie Earl, those two white-skinned brothers, Willie Earl has the biggest gun collection in Seattle, Washington, but he's not allowed to have guns because he's a former felon, right? So I would like the police and the FBI to go to Willie Earl's house and Mario Earl's house. They sell video recordings of children, child molested children, for the island of Jamaica. They're witches. They've been raised to create the homosexual hallucinogen you call crystal methamphetamine since children. The island of Yaqub, exiled from Mecca, Arabia, in the book Message to the Black Man, they had a family cult. And since that year, on the island of Patmos or Pelon, they had a homosexual hallucinogen, and it causes homosexuality. It causes manic depression and suicide. Conjul killed my cousin Janetta because she was injecting him with it, and he knew about it. So Conjul killed her for injecting him in the back of the neck with it. My cousin Maurice Gosby jumped off a bridge in Seattle because of that homosexual hallucinogen injected into the back of his neck. Mario Earl and Willie Earl, they know how to create that injection since age 5. They watched video recordings and watched video shares of businesses being created of Ezra, falsified diagnosis of nephrotic kidney syndrome. And they made recordings of that, and they watched it. Their family, Ezra's family, were not his family. They were paid. They were paid by doctors and nurses from Jamaica, the wicked religion, to pretend they're his parents and facilitate injecting him with a cocktail falsified nephrotic kidney syndrome. LASIK, 28 hours of pure LASIK cures nephrotic kidney syndrome, nothing else. And also that's because that's made in the lab. But the fruit called cornus cures nephrotic kidney syndrome within about 3 months. But people will go into your house and they'll replace your cornus fruit juice from Korea. Your cornus fruit juice from Korea, they'll replace it with some fruit juice with an injection of nephrotic kidney syndrome. So that's all it is. Leukemia is fake. Nephrotic kidney syndrome is fake. The dialysis machine is a harvesting machine that you can plug any disease up to it, and on the other side of the machine, you harvest the cure for that disease because of the human's white blood cell count, antibodies. They'll attack the disease you inject and then cure it, and then you harvest it. They harvest the disease. The dialysis machine is a harvesting machine, just to harvest the cure for any disease you want, and they'll sneak it in, a disease you don't even know what the fuck is in there. That's what they did on my daughter. I published it in a book. I paid Westwood Books publishing company to publish the book to rescue my daughter, Zoe Lashay Walker, who's only 7 years old, very light-skinned, and there's two girls who falsify and pretend they're her, paid by Mario Earl and Willie Earl to pretend they're my daughter at schools in Federal Way, Washington, or Seattle, Washington. My daughter's being video molested. When I go to Jamaica, I inherit all those shares. I'm homeless right now in Utah right now, but when I get my passport and go to Jamaica, I'm going to remove. I'm going to remove Satan. I'm going to remove Satan. I'm going to remove Satan. I gotta risk the dicker though. How far outside? Hurry to the liquor. You gotta go get my daughter, kid. Rescue my daughter, Stone Steven. Go get my daughter, man. Rescue my daughter. I give you $3 million, 3 months. I get to Jamaica. I inherit all those businesses. Most of them be federally seized. I seized the J.P. Morgan cocaine freighter May 18th, 2019 by reporting to Internal Affairs everything I'm telling you right now. I seized that J.P. Morgan freighter of $1 billion of cocaine just 2 weeks after May 18th when I reported it to Bakersfield Internal Affairs, private police agency of Bakersfield, California. I seized that freighter. The cocaine was going to be paid to or traded to surrogate mothers for children. Those children will be sold to families like I was. And that they would be video recorded, abused, molested videos. Those children, that cocaine was going to be paid to surrogate mothers to sell babies, in exchange for their babies, that cocaine. That's why it was seized. And then the parents would falsify being parents. They would get paid. They would buy those babies. Those babies would be bought. Those babies would be bought by other people. Falsifying being parents, facilitating molestation, torture, jail, incarceration, prison, for years. Those video recordings of that entire life are the Dow Jones stocks, shares of Safeway all over the world, 7-Eleven, AMPM, Arco, with Indians pretending they're owners of 7-Eleven, AMPM, Arco. O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Starbucks mascot, their photo is Fanny Jackson, a witch, long-haired, black feet, Sika witch from Wicca. With her crown has a baby on top with 4 baby sharks eating it inside of a jail. And she's holding up 2 adult sharks with her hands, showing that they want to enslave the babies. They want to incarcerate. They want to share the share crop. They're sharecroppers. The slaves are sharecrops, as if they were a crop growing in a field. They're sharecrops. If you hear a god from Islam, a god from Christianity, a god from Shaolin Temple, if you hear a friar Robin Hood style, who makes beer, makes liquor, only carries a bow staff, and terrifies 200 Roman soldiers at a time because he talks to Angel Gabriel in person. Shaolin Temple is still Christianity. Christianity is still Islam. Islam is still Buddhist Shaolin Temple. Peace to the Father Allah. Father Allah founded a law school in Mecca, the 5 percenters. I'm a 5 percenter. the original man is God. You know, men is God, men are gods. Women are earths, women are planets, you know. We grew from the chemical melanin plants 76 trillion years ago. We're living in a silly civilization. We're living in a primitive civilization. We had flying saucers. We had an Aryan nation a million years ago when there were only blacks on the planet. They had flying saucers in that time period called Aryan nation. They were flying civilizations in the time periods. Anunnaki. Anunnaki is the original tribe of the angels from 76 trillion years ago. They grew from plants. They grew with no umbilical cord from the earth. So yo, bust it. Look at the books. Publish your autobiography. You'll make more money. Publish your autobiography. You'll make more money than any book publisher. Your school teachers plagiarize you. Your school teachers plagiarize you from kindergarten till senior. They wrote books, TV shows, everything from publishing your classroom lessons, plagiarizing. Publish your autobiography. Take it over. Rescue my daughter, Stone Steven. I'll give you $3 million in 3 months. She's being video recorded by Tay Tay. Tay Tay works at Popeye's Chicken, right in our hood. Tay Tay works at Popeye's Chicken. She hides my daughter from place to place. She goes to see her every other day as if it's a ritual. They video record molesting my light-skinned little daughter. Her name is THIQQR, Zoe Lashay Walker. Find Tay Tay. Follow Tay Tay. Follow Tina Nicole Ray. Follow Tina Nicole Ray, my child's mother. She weighed 400 pounds. Her sister, Demetria Kelly, weighed a lot of pounds, 200 pounds. Her sister, Sheba Ray, weighed a lot. Her sister, Sheba Kelly, she weighed good. She looked good back like 4 years ago. Her sister, Gina Kelly. Tina Nicole Walker is my child's mother. The mother of THIQQR, Zoe Lashay Walker, who is kidnapped right now, being video recorded, molested for 2.5 years, hidden away to hide and maybe falsify, maybe trick me into not going to Jamaica and inheriting my inheritance of the island of Jamaica. My daughter, DEPRIEST Lashay NORIEGO was murdered by multiple people for the inheritance of the island of Jamaica. Because they reported myself dead 2005. My sister, Anisha Correa Noriega, Raymond Halbert Noriega, and his girlfriend, Rayla, they reported me dead on the island of Jamaica, 2005. And then since then, they've been sharing my inheritance with all of my family. My mother, Annette Christine Ramsey, my father, Alphonse Noriega Jr., my father, Alphonse Noriega Jr., he's nearly 63 years old. He traffics in mules, cocaine, and heroin from the island of Jamaica, Montego Bay City, Paradise Lane. He traffics in mules with falsified fat layers and falsified prosthesis on his chest. He mules cocaine and heroin and lives in a trailer park near Rainier Avenue South in Seattle, Washington. And he lives in a trailer and he drives his trailer around, and he mules heroin and cocaine. My brother Trevon DeRay Noriega, he faked his death. He's fat. He has green skin, he has green light skin. He faked his death, Trevon DeRay Noriega, and he is acting as a general at my home, my grandmother Gwendolyn Lawrence's home on Paradise Lane. Paradise Lane is where he's hiding. Trevon DeRay Noriega faked his death. He's acting as a general. He's controlling multiple shares of businesses all over the child trafficking world. The video recordings of child molestations are owned by 85% of the island of Jamaica. The island of Jamaica, 85% are secretly witches or devils from a secret biological family of Yaqub from Mecca, Yaqub, from exile from the holy city Mecca in the book Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad. Mother Tanetta Muhammad is alive. She has mother planes, flying saucers, and when I get to Jamaica, I'm gonna buy a bunch of them. And she's interfacing. She has these birds, these golden finches, interfacing inside of you.
And when I put, they're interfacing inside of you, and I'm going to use my mind bond powers. I'm going to use all of my Kung Fu endowment powers. I'm going to use my tattoo magic. I'm going to use all of my super mental affinity. I'm going to use all of my telepathy. I'm going to use everything. I own it.
Rescue my daughter, Stone Steven. Rescue my daughter. Vicar, Zoe, Shay Walker. She's being molested and hidden. She's hidden by Tay-Tay. Tay-Tay, who works at the Popeye's Chicken. She hides her from place to place, home to home every other day. They're paid by Mario Earl and Willie Earl to hide them. December unique holiday works at the Marriott. Her daughter Lily works at a hotel. If those two, December unique holiday, who lives in Bremerton, if she works at a hotel, or if her daughter Lily works at a hotel, they're helping to hide her, my daughter. Rescue my daughter, and I'll pay you. Wallahi. Assalamu alaikum. Peace to the gods and herbs. Clarence 13X created Supreme Alphabet and Supreme Mathematics. That is the fulfillment of the sacred letters of the Holy Quran in Alif Lam Mim, family of Imran, the family of the Holy Mother Mary. That is Alif Lam Mim. The sacred letters are fulfilled by the prophecy of Allah. They say, in the Quran it says the only one who can fulfill this and explain what this means is Allah. He made Supreme Alphabet. He made Supreme Mathematics. That's for free on Google. Memorize the 120 degrees, the 5% of the degrees. I'm going to remove 85% of the Jamaicans. Not one Jamaican will work there. Only the 20 to 15%, only the 20 to 15% of the Jamaicans are righteous holy people on the holy mountain. DJ Khaled, the holy mountain, who rescued Buju Banton, those are the righteous Jamaicans on the holy mountain. The holy mountain is where you can cure any disease by eating CBD weed oil or smoking weed. Peace to the gods, peace to the earths. Peace to the Anubis Swarm, peace to the Wu-Tang Clan, peace to the God Persevere, all the gods. Peace to the God too. Peace to the God Dr. Muhammad Abdul Zakat. Peace to Mother Tenetta Muhammad. Peace to the God John Turner Dunmore, John Boy. Peace to Nabi Tour. Peace to Mukadir. Peace to John Boy from Hoover, Crip. Community Revolution in Progress, Black Panther Party, Stand Up. Peace to God Mukadir from Brothers of Love, against destruction itself. Peace to the God Mukadir from Blood, Black Panther Party, Stand Up. Peace to the God Jeep, Black Panther Party, Stand Up. Peace to the God Jeep, Edward Kemp, peace God. Peace to Louis Farrakhan, the God. Peace to Louis Farrakhan, the God. Every 27th month of the holiday, every 27th day of the month is the 27th Messenger Day, holiday of every month. That's Louis Farrakhan and G. Khalim Day. Peace to the God G. Khalim. Those are my 8 masters in Shaolin Temple, Psychic Kung Fu. God Persevere, Daniel Nero, peace to the God. Peace to Puerto Rico, peace to Mecca, peace to Medina, peace to the Shaolin Temple, peace to the Queens Desert, and peace to Strong Island, Lord's Island, Long Island, peace to Medina, Brooklyn, and peace to the desert, peace to the desert, Queens, and peace to Pilon, the Bronx. I'm out. Peace. I'm outro. Assalamu alaikum. Rescue my daughter from being molested. My other daughter, 17 years old, was murdered so that she wouldn't be stalked by an accountant to tell you have inherited $8 billion worth of businesses in the United States. My daughter was murdered by Anisha Correa Noriega Madden, Raymond Halbert, Willie Earl, Mario Earl, Annette Christine Ramsey for the inheritance of the island of Jamaica, Halloween night 2014. That's the resurrection of Tana Isha Sheree Noriega. She was murdered. That was my sister. She was murdered by my family so that she wouldn't warn me about my inheritance, my shares. Tanisha Sheree Noriega Madden, she was barbecued in a radiation chamber, 1993. That is my savior. That's the strongest martyr, the smartest martyr. She warned me. She taught me so much science. She taught me how to witch hunt.
Tanaisha Sheree Noriega, my younger sister, she sent my mother to jail. She implicated her investigation. She arrested Annette Noriega. She arrested Kimberly Franklin, Wicca witches owned by Jamaica, knowing how to create the homosexual hallucinogen to inject since age 5, knowing how to manufacture the cerebral microchip interface device. When I get to Jamaica, I'm going to change all the name. I'm going to change all these businesses I inherited to a name called Anti-Cerebral Microchip Interface Schools. All of these businesses, they might sell food. They might sell food still, but that's what the names of the businesses will be called. Every one of those businesses with a number on it. Supreme Alphabet, Supreme Mathematics. Memorize the 120 degrees. Memorize my book, The Ashar 10 Physical Stages of Allah. Westwood Books Publishing Company is holding the book hostage. Westwood Books Publishing Company is holding the book hostage. I showed you a video recording of a lawsuit. Where the book I published, The Ashar 10 Physical Stages of Allah, shows where people who were murdered, shows who murdered my friends and relatives for inheritance of Jamaica's businesses. My book, Westwood Books Publishing Company, is holding the book hostage. I paid them $1,500 to publish a book. They're still holding it hostage for 3 months, claiming they have not prepared it correctly enough. I go to court in Oakland, California. Thank you to Keisha Cole. My daughter's name is THIQQR. Remember means remember. Thank you, Keisha Cole. I went to Bakersfield with a strong prayer, a strong plan to publish my lawsuit to rescue my daughter there. Keisha Cole is the best R&B female vocalist in history. Kiki Wyatt could be, but she sells babies. She's a witch. Kiki Wyatt is a whore. Kiki Wyatt is a Jezebel. I shrunk down the bodies of my daughter's aunts. I shrunk them with a witch hunter's curse. I put the universal flag of the Father of Allah, who founded a law school in Mecca, on 2122 address, Allah and Justice Boulevard, New York, 10027. Every 27th of the month is Louis Farrakhan and G. Khalid holiday. Every 26th of the month is the 26th Messenger Day, the Father of Allah who founded a law school in Mecca Day. Every 26th of the month, every month. And every 25th of the month is Elijah Muhammad, the Messenger Day, and Mother Tanetta Muhammad, the Female Messenger Day. Every 25th of the month. There are only 24 angels. Only 24 angels. You can't be an angel. It's just a human military rank from the Anunnaki tribe. We can be messengers. I am the 28th messenger. My daughter THIQQR, Zoe Lashay Walker, the reincarnation of Tanaisha Sheree Noriega, the greatest martyr and smartest, wisest prophet in history, who arrested 2 diabolical Wicca witches, 1992, 1993, arrested Annette Christine Ramsey Noriega, arrested Kimberly Franklin, who is now a mail delivery person in Washington. Annette Christine Ramsey is a security specialist, intervention specialist, head of security of Seattle, Washington public schools. My sister Tanaisha Sheree Noriega was murdered, barbecued to death, with a falsified leukemia diagnosis, barbecued to death, as if Blade Marvel television series starring Curtis Sticky Fingers Williams. When you see the barbecued person there, that's how they did my daughter. That's how they did my sister. And the reincarnation is Zoe Lashay Walker and DEPRIEST Lashay Noriega. That's how I did it. So rescue, TRYADD rescue. Use the TRYADD Kung Fu. Use your TRYADD Kung Fu and rescue my daughter. My phone number is... What's my phone number? My phone number is 510-927-7639. My phone number is 510-927-7639. Stone Stephen, my student from Shaolin Temple Kung Fu, from Hidrasabi Kung Fu. Call my number. When you get my child, I will give you $3 million in 3 months from now. I go to court to publish this book, to force Westwood Books Publishing Company to publish the book that proves who murdered Stephen. I solved every murder of the suicide. Every suicide murder was caused by my family. My sister lives at 12818 Burien Avenue, 12818 4th Avenue South, 12818 4th Avenue South, Burien, Washington, 98168. That's my sister, her address. They caused every single murder-suicide with injections, a homosexual hallucinogen. 7,000 years later today, you're smoking it. It's called crystal meth. Crystal meth is the homosexual hallucinogen on a hardened, rocked-up form when you add certain mental health medications. It's the homosexual suicide hallucinogen called butch or bitch. It causes manic depression. It's a duplicate of the canine. It's a duplicate of the canine pregnant dog hormone. Assalamu alaikum. Peace, God.